Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Mercedes by Beverley Watts, narrated by Helen Phillips, Nikki Griffiths, Mark Peachey, Alan Medcroft, and Mark Elstob.
Chapter 1. Nathaniel Harding reluctantly opened his eyes, wincing at the brightness piercing his eyeballs. He might have had one too many brandies the night before, but he couldn't let the anniversary of dear Daddy's death go unmarked. As the window finally swam into focus, he noticed that the bottom half was entirely blocked with... Bloody hell! Was that snow? Swearing, he rolled out of bed and hurried to the window, only to stare in disbelief at the sea of white. It was April, for God's sake. He rubbed a hand over the stubble covering his chin as his befogged brain tried to make sense of the completely foreign landscape. Abruptly, he remembered that his monthly supplies were due today, and if he wasn't to starve, he needed to clear a path to his front door, and quickly. With another more colourful expletive, he hurriedly began pulling on his clothes. His dog, Ruby, stared at him in disbelief through one bleary eye, before burrowing back into the crumpled bedclothes. Nate shook his head, knowing she'd be out of bed the minute he walked through the door. As he approached the top of the stairs, he paused for a second, staring down into the gloom below him, absently noting the missing banister spindles, the rotten planks making the stairs a death trap for the unwary. Downstairs in the large reception hall, the panelling was riddled with woodworm. The pieces that were left, that is. The rest had long since gone for firewood. The drawing room, the library, the dining room, simply more of the same, and the kitchen, if it could be called such. Any minute now, he fully expected the whole lot to come crashing down around his ears. Carlingford Hall, his inheritance, his father's last joke. Nate's scrutiny of his questionable kingdom was interrupted by the predicted clicking of claws on the wooden floor. He turned his head to watch Ruby stretch, her bottom high in the air. A quick shake and a desultory wag of her tail followed. "I'm not keen either, Roo," Nate muttered, starting down the stairs. Minutes later, he was shrugging on his old great coat and forcing his way out into the snow, already nearly a foot deep in places. Looking up, he swore again. The flakes were thick, falling from a sky the colour of whalebone. There was no way a horse and cart would get through to the house, and if the snow continued...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?